Hello, my name is Jakki Gioia, and today I'd like to bring you a special message on gratitude, discovering what you want, and then how to get it, in honor of this Thanksgiving holiday coming up. Gratitude is a very important trait that we should have if we're trying to manifest something that we want. And if you've been in a place where you just have been burnt out, feel like you're held down by life, you feel like you're running in circles and you're never getting anywhere, you're going through a major transition, whether it be in your marriage or your job, with your children, if you're having challenges, there's always something that you can hold on to that can help to bring some positive energy into the situation. There's always something that we truly want down deep, and if we keep focusing on the things that are wrong, that are not working, we're going to get more of that. It's a little quality of the law of attraction about where you put your focus, and it's about the energy flow from where your mind is going to what is coming to you. See, we are all vibrational beings. We are all made of energy, and because of that, we can affect our world, and our world affects us. Just like if someone comes into a room and you can sense when they're unhappy, or they're angry, or they're ecstatic. You can sense that before they even say a word. You can often feel their presence. That's because we all have an energy system in our bodies. It's particles of energy that vibrate at different frequencies, and each emotion has a different frequency. When we are at our happiest, you're vibrating at a high frequency. So when you are looking for something better in your life, it's important to stay in that energy of happy, delight, appreciation, and that will help to draw things to you. It's like the Chinese say in working with the body and the meridians. Blood flows where the qi flows, qi being the energy, and the qi flows where the mind flows. So wherever your mind is going is where your blood is going to flow in your body, because it follows the flow of qi. Just like in our life, in the law of attraction, whatever you're focusing on is going to be attracted to you. You'll get more of it. So if you're focused on the lack of what is not happening in your life, you're going to continue to see that. So I don't have enough money begets more not having enough money. Just like, the expression, oh, I can't afford that. If you keep saying, I can't afford that, that will continue. You could change that and say, I am appreciating that which I have. I love that I can create abundance. I love that what I need is always given to me. I love always getting what I want. I know I can get what I want. You can change the verbiage on that, and then that will help to reprogram your vibration to bring things to you. I do a bit on affirmations each week, and this week's affirmation is all about appreciation. So please go ahead and check that video, and it's a 7-minute speak on all different types of things we can appreciate in life. And in this stead, I'd like to share with you an excerpt from my book, just to help you to realize that you're not alone. When you're not getting what you want, or you really don't know, this is normal. There are certain things that we plan to do in this lifetime. It's like we come into this life with a plan, and we have life experiences that may take us off that track. But there's usually something within us that is reaching for the thing that we know we're here to do. Or it's that little light, that little fire, that spark that makes us continue to strive for the thing that we think is going to make us happy. And when we tend to get what we don't want, we tend to get down and look at life as just distracting and discouraging, and people then let us down, and things just can spiral from there. So it's really important that we learn how to determine what it is we really want, and look at those experiences as ways to see what it is I truly don't want, which will teach me the opposite. So if I am not being loved and respected in my career, what I truly want is to be respected. So that little spark makes you drive forward for something else. And that can, just holding the idea that I love being respected in my work, may change the energy in your environment, that you can then get a promotion, or maybe a new job opportunity will come in your path that would be one where you are getting the love and respect you deserve. And that usually leads to more money. Not always, but sometimes. And then it's the same thing in, your relationships, where you're not getting what you really want. It's important to determine, how important are those things to you? And what is it that is the reason why you want the things that you want? Is it because you're lacking something in yourself? For example, if you're not getting the respect, or if you're not being talked to the right way, I want you to really look at how are you talking to yourself? Are you giving yourself the respect that you deserve? Are you beating yourself down and saying, oh, I'm not really good at that, or I'm not good enough, or I'm too overweight, or I don't have the discipline, or I just can't do that, or I could never get up in front of people and talk? Think about the things that you're saying to yourself. Those are ways that you are blocking what you want from coming to you, because you're already saying no before you really allow the good to come in. You've been putting that energy out there. We are very powerful, creative beings. And what I'd like you to realize is that when you put your attention on what it is that you appreciate, you will get more of that. I had an experience where I had driven through a neighborhood, and I took a ride, and I thought, gee, this is a really pretty neighborhood, and I don't know, I'd like to live here one day. And I just let that go, and didn't think about it again, which is another secret to manifesting what you want. We'll get to detachment in another video. But the circumstances turned out that about a year later, I met a man, and we went to visit his parents, who were living in that neighborhood. And we stayed together, and he decided that he wanted to buy their house and renovate it. And so there I was, finding myself living in the house, in the neighborhood that I had said years before I would like to live in. I appreciated the beauty in that development, and I just really, really loved it. So the energy that we're putting out is going to attract whatever the match is. And in that case, it took a little bit of time, but I can see where my love energy brought me something that I was going to enjoy. And we lived quite a few years in that house. And that's just one piece of how powerful we are at creating our life and manifesting. So I want to just share with you, a little bit from my book, Follow the Signs. And in the 5th chapter, that's called Creating the Divine. If all we need to do as humans is breathe, eat, sleep, learn, help one another, and die, then why are we so stressed out all the time? Why do we put pressure on ourselves to have more? The answer is simple. We have a little voice inside us that says we want things. We want a job with more money, so we can afford to have more freedom. so that we can afford to spend time with our children, for which we need a bigger house, for which we need a better job, for which we need a new car to get to the job because it's further away, and so on and so on. Here's a simple solution. Stop wanting things. Are we ever going to be happy with what we have? The answer is no, because without want, there would be no moving forward. No progress means no betterment of the self or society. Desires create invention. That is the essence of life. After all, the desire to create is innate. It is the one ability that directly connects us to the divine. The act of creation is our divine gift from Source that created us. It is the one true quality inherent in all things. We all come from the same energy source, each sharing similar DNA, similar beliefs in a higher power, similar potential intelligence. Is it not plausible that each of us has been given the gift of creation to experience divinity in our own lives? Even if the one thing we create is chaos, the sheer ability to do so proves our divinity. Our job as humans is to learn how to tap into this source and to use our power to create. What we create is as unique as each of us, but the goal is universal. Create for the common good. Use this power of pure potential to do something positive and inspiring. This will eventually return to you in a positive way. This is one thing that I created that has been positive and inspiring, and it includes a journal where you can plot out all the things of your life to help you to make sense of it and determine what is really important to you, and make some decisions and realize who you are. This particular chapter in the journal is on the gratitude. And this says, in the quest to always have more, it is easy to forget all you have. Right here, show your appreciation for the roof over your head, the vehicle you drive, the people in your life, your talents, interests, senses, health, etc. Starting your gratitude journal will show you what is really important to you and will draw to you that which you truly desire. So this is the key to getting more positivity in your life, to having more joy, to having more love, more freedom, more abundance. It truly is the most important part of our creation process. I'd love to be able to share more stories with you, and as we go through this video series, you're going to hear more and more stories on how things have evolved with my life, and I may have others share their stories. One story I would like to share with you is how I didn't really ever create strong bonds of friendship growing up, and I went through a very difficult time with my marriage, and I wasn't quite sure what I should do. And I never was the kind of person to listen to other people because I felt that it was important to know for yourself what is really your truth, and what is going on between you should be kept within between you. But I happened to, at this particular point in my life, connect with a variety of intuitive women, and men, I should say. But all of these intuitive people had the same message for me. And it just was so interesting how I was going through one of my greatest crises in my life, and they were there to guide me and to show me that I wasn't alone. And out of that experience, though it was very traumatic, very painful, and at the time I really kept questioning, why is this happening to me? How did this happen? Why? And as a result, I have the most incredible friendships now that I would have maybe never created before. I have a true appreciation for the bonds that I have now, and that really is priceless. So through our most challenging times, through our crises, we can often be given this gift that we have no idea is lying beneath the surface. So I would just like to encourage you to please appreciate your challenges, because the silver lining is there. It's going to come out. Eventually you will understand. And please just take your time to figure out what is true for you, what you really want, and feel as opposed to think your way through life. Feel what feels good. Move more toward what feels good and away from what doesn't. And just continue to say positive things that keep you going. Please listen to my affirmations on a daily basis to keep you going in that positive direction, to raise your vibration and help you keep manifesting. And remember, be nice to yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Jakki Gioia. Please subscribe, share this video with others if you found it inspiring, and have a terrific Thanksgiving. Take care now. Bye-bye.